I was chalking my cue at the pool table when my stepdad slammed his beer down and yelled across the garage, "Hey kid, I'll buy you a brand new car if you can sink that 8 off 3 rails, but if you lose, I take your car for the month." I set my chalk down and walked across the garage. My mom grabbed my arm and stopped me. "You don't have to do this," but I shrugged her off. "Mom, I've made that shot 100 times." I walked past her and stopped in front of my stepdad. "Say it again so everyone hears it." He grinned at his buddies and repeated it word for word. I shook his hand. "You're on." I lined up the cue ball slow, making sure every guy at the table was watching. I extended my arm and hit the cue ball. It came off my stick clean and caught the first rail at exactly the angle I wanted, then the second and third rail. It hit the 8 ball, which rolled soft across the table toward the corner pocket. I was already picking the car color in my head, but that's when my stepdad shoved his hip into the table. The 8 bounced off the line and drifted toward the rail instead. I didn't move. He laughed into his beer. The kid actually thought I'd buy him a car. My mom started to say something, but he waved her off. "Stay out of it, Linda. You raised him too soft as it is." He walked over, picked up my keys, and dropped them in his pocket. "You're walking to school for the next month. Maybe that'll teach you how a real bet works." Then he chalked his own cue and started running balls just to drag it out. One of his buddies, this huge guy named Vince, started cracking up in the corner. My stepdad froze with the cue halfway back. "Did I say something funny, Vince?" Vince shook his head and pointed his beer past him at the table. My stepdad turned around slow. The 8 ball was sitting in the corner pocket. He walked over and stared down into the pocket. "No, there's no way." Vince was wheezing now. "You knocked it in yourself. Your own hip put it in." The whole garage caught on and lost it. He dug my keys out of his pocket and slid them on the counter. I picked them up and patted him on the back. "When are we getting that new car? Maybe now you know how a real bet works."